Have you ever been so cold that you actually stop feeling cold? Because there's a point that people reach where they actually start going numb. You start by not being able to feel your hands anymore, and then maybe through your face, your nose, and your cheeks, and in your feet as well. Have you ever been that cold? Because I have. When I was 16, I was homeless for about 3 months. And now most of the time I was able to couch surf. I was able to find some place warm to stay for the night. But eventually I reached the point where I had completely run out of options and I was sleeping on the street. I took some shelter in the doorway of an elementary school, actually. Now, unfortunately for me, this 3 months happened to be between January and March, and it was cold that year. It got down to about -30 at night. And so I reached that point where my hands and my feet and my face had gone numb, and it was terrifying. Nobody should have to go through that. Children should definitely not have to go through that. Because I wasn't sure, was I getting frostbite? Was I gonna wake up in the morning and my skin was gonna be black? I didn't know. There wasn't a mirror in the elementary school doorway, so I had no way of being able to check. So eventually in the morning I was able to find a place to warm up. We went into a Tim Hortons, bought myself a small hot chocolate, and I was able to start warming up. And that was the worst part, because when all of those dead nerves start waking up again, it hurts. It is very painful. And it's even worse if you don't know that you're not supposed to run your hands under warm water. You know, it's really hard to go to high school when you're living on the street. And so I had dropped out. But eventually I ran into a friend of mine and she had decided to go back to school. And when she told me about it, I thought, well, if she can do it, I mean, I can do it too. No reason why I can't. And so I decided to go back to school. And I ended up getting my high school diploma. And I had a very, very kind guidance counselor who told me that there's no reason that I had to stop there. And I ended up going to college and I got my child and youth worker diploma. And then I went to university and I got my Bachelor of Social Work degree. And then I kept on going and got my Master's of Social Work degree. And now I make a pretty good salary, and I've got a place to sleep every night, which is wonderful. But my biweekly salary is $2,633, and my rent costs $2,731. So the math on that is that I'm spending more than 50% of my salary on rent every month. I am one paycheck away from no longer having housing. And there are a lot of people who are in that position right now. Cost of living is going up. Rental prices are going up. You may know someone who is one paycheck away from losing their housing. You may be in that position yourself right now. We need to talk to our local city councillors and our local representatives to be able to start putting programs in place to be able to build more affordable housing.